Hello and good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Bread Report and Pokemon Truth Media. Hopefully your weekend is going well. We're sending you all the best. Happy Friday to all of you as well. And let's go into the news in the Pokemon community. Alright, so today we have the start in Pokemon Unite. We're going to see the return of the Pika Party event, where you're only allowed to use Pikachu and you have different outfits and costumes, as well as collectibles for the Pikachu in-game. Of course, in this battle mode, you could only use Pikachu, and the boss of this stage is a Gigantamax Pikachu, just like last time, so a ton of cool things to collect in that area. We also have some big news in the anime side of things. Ayano from the Scarlet and Violet video games, the Twitch streaming gym leader who uses the electric type Pokemon as well as an electric type Miss Magius, she's actually going to be appearing in one of these episodes of Pokemon Horizons over in Japan. And that's about it for the anime side of things. Now let's go back into the TCG. We've been doing this look at some of the prices for some of the chase cards in the Scarlet and Violet set Paldea Evolved. And so let's get an update on all of those cards right away. All of these are according to TCG's current prices for 11:45 p.m. Friday Eastern time, I guess, the day of this recording. So, currently, as of making this video, let's look at the Meowscarada EX Special Illustration Rare. Last time we saw it was about 18 or 19 bucks. Now it's at 17.93 market price on TCG Player. The next card we've been watching is the Raichu Secret Illustration Rare, and now that one is at 20 bucks, about $20.28. The Magikarp, the sought-after Magikarp illustration rare that was breaking through the markets. There's a ton of speculation about price manipulation as well as just an influx of this price skyrocketing from like a few bucks, like maybe 10 or 20 to like 80 when it was at its height. That Magikarp is now at $60.34. The Tyranitar, also a card that saw the same trend, this huge spike and explosion in its price around the days of release, as well as the week afterwards, which was kind of strange. We don't really see that. We kind of see the prices stabilize after that first week, but not in the case of the Tyranitar and the Magikarp. The Tyranitar rose to about 60 bucks, and currently, as of making this video, it's 28.37 cents. The next card, last but not least, is the coveted Ayano card, the special illustration rare Ayano card of the gym leader. Again, she will be appearing in a Pokemon Horizons episode very soon. And this one reached about 170 bucks at its peak, 180 if you're being generous. And now, currently, it's at $124.53, so it looks like the market is finally stabilizing here. And these prices should be pretty close to what you're going to be watching at in the next couple of months, especially with that Obsidian Flames set coming out. For those who don't know, the Obsidian Flames will have the Dark-type Terra Crystal Terrastalized Charizard EX, or however mechanic, whatever they call it now, the Terrastall mechanic, and it's a Dark-type. It's not a shiny Charizard, unfortunately. It's not a return of the shiny Charizard star or anything like that, but it is a Dark-type Charizard, and that set is just around the corner, actually. It's going to be released in August. Alright, back to Scarlet and Violet. From yesterday, there's a code given a few days ago, not yesterday, but also could have used it yesterday too, but there was a code for a giveaway of a friend ball, then 10 rare candies and 10 nuggets in the game if you use the code Treasure Hunt. This event lasts until July 31st, so you could get some free items. The nuggets sell them off for in-game currency, and then you also have the friend ball, just one of them, unfortunately, but still an Apper balls for you to collect a Pokemon with. We also have the Gimmighoul Raids that had a ton of glitches at the start. We were getting 0 rewards, even though you're supposed to get like Terra Shards and stuff. There's a little bit of an outrage over the fact that you can't get Gimmighoul coins from it, even though traditionally in a Terra Raid you will get the items of the Pokemon. So you're supposed to be able to collect those, but not in this case, unfortunately. There was also a glitch that just kicked people out. You get a communication error, and then you're banned from doing raids for a bit, which was very strange because this was just the brand new raid that they announced, and all of a sudden you had a bunch of communication errors for it. They also said that there's a chance to get a shiny Gimmighoul, but they did not clarify it was only in 5-star raids, so everywhere else the Gimmighoul is shiny locked, unfortunately, but in your 5-star raids you have a whopping regular odds of encountering this shiny Gimmighoul. And the shiny Gimmighoul, it's just a lighter color by a few tints. It's nothing spectacular in a sense that you could tell, so you'll have to knock out and catch the raid boss Gimmighoul to actually tell for sure and go on to its summary page. The change of Golden Goo regular to shiny, it's not much of a difference either. This is kind of like a Pichu situation where it's just a very minuscule detail or different shade that's off by a few points. One of the Gimmighoul has tan lines on its body, the other one will have gray lines. So one of those is the shiny, one of them is the normal. You'll need a very good eye to spot them, or just check the summary page whenever you catch your Gimmighoul out of the 5-star raids. Thanks so much to the people in the community who have been hosting the shiny raids. They found one and then they share the online code with other people so they can encounter it too. That is great. That's what the Pokemon community is all about, just sharing knowledge, sharing adventures and memories with other people. So that's always great to hear. I applaud that. However, the one thing I do not applaud, we've had some controversy and some drama with this Gimmighoul raid. Earlier today on Reddit, we saw the posts of xOmegaGruntx on the Scarlet and Violet subreddit. They had a Gimmighoul GTS PSA. This user, and I quote, reports that given how silly this new Gimmighoul raid is with the shiny rate, some may decide to choose GTS as a way to end their suffering. Unfortunately, the issue that most people may run into is trying to distinguish between the shiny and the non-shiny Gimmighoul. Some of the GTS will use this to their advantage, which we've seen before, and unfortunately it's just something that we're going to keep seeing again until all of these necessary, unnecessary, I guess, scam artists or whatnot, right their wrongs or something like that. But some on the GTS are using this to their advantage to trick desperate people into trading valuable Pokemon for non-shiny Gimmighoul. There are people in the chat who are talking about getting scammed out of Enamorous from Pokemon Legends Arceus. There are people who were scammed out of their Koraidon Miraidon, their Vivillon, their Furfrou forms that are very rare in the game, and as well as shiny legendaries and whatnot. And it's just the same thing where you see a Caterpie on the GTS, people are asking for Dialga, stuff like that, but on this one it's much more serious because Gimmighoul isn't even a legendary Pokemon, and unfortunately it's shiny, you can't really tell the difference because it's such a similarity in color. So people are using this to their advantage, and this user on Reddit, again, xOmegaGruntx, they provided a guide here. They also warned people don't fall for fool's gold, even though unfortunately, it looks like a lot of the community has already fell victim to all these scams, which was unfortunate because this raid was announced 2 days ago, and we're now only getting this PSA on it. And unfortunately, a lot of people have already gotten scammed. hopefully, again, thanks to this person's effort and everyone's efforts in the chats and the comments, reaching out to people reporting scams when they happen, which is good. We need to tackle this problem head on. We need accountability. All those good things are helping the community actually get trades, and they're happy with the Pokemon that they receive, and they're able to help someone else with Pokemon they might be looking for. There's no scams, nothing under the table. This is great. This is great news. And again, don't fall for fool's gold. But unfortunately, since the raids did start 2 days ago, a lot of people sadly did not get the chance to see this difference, or they unfortunately were scammed by someone, and that's always horrible to hear. You don't want to be scamming people on the GTS. It's not condoned by anyone. Please don't do that if you are. But they have made a guide here for the Gimmighoul, the shiny Gimmighoul. If you look on the status screen, I could show it for a bit here. Shiny Gimmighoul. There isn't much of a difference on the screen right now, but shiny Gimmighoul, sorry it's mirrored, it's going to be a little bit mirrored for now, but then it's going to go back. The shiny Gimmighoul on the Pokemon home screen will be a little bit of a brighter color, not just on the arms. They mentioned it was on the arms only, but if we swipe, this is your normal one. The normal, you're trying to look for this cool gray color. And the shiny one, it's kind of this off-white. So it's a very small difference that, unfortunately, people have been using, as pointed out by the poster, that people have been using to scam others out of their Pokemon in the game, which is so inconsiderate and so morally wrong. And once again, normal, and then shiny. Shiny has a whiter body and lighter arms as well. So hopefully that clears up some of the confusion. There's some people downvoting. Unfortunately, some users are pointing out scamming is incorrect on the GTS. There are some people downvoting those people coming forward and talking how scamming people on the GTS or their Pokemon is bad. There's some people downvoting those who are saying that, which is kind of strange. I thought the community was putting the foot down on scamming, but it looks like there are also, I don't know what was going on there. It was just a fluke in the system. There wasn't any favoritism, hopefully not, or anything like that. Some bad actors, but it looks like some people who are just trying to say this is horrible that people are scamming, they got downvoted, which was very inconsiderate. But what wasn't inconsiderate was, again, props to the OP xOmegaGruntx, who really helped the community here and made this PSA. While it was late, it was 2 days in, it was much more use to the community, I think, so now people could avoid the scams and trade for wonderful Pokemon and hopefully get a Gimmighoul of their own. Alright, thanks so much everyone for tuning in. Please have a wonderful rest of the day and a wonderful weekend. It's Saturday. It's almost going to be Saturday where I'm at, so happy weekend to everyone. Hopefully everyone's week was well. Please do something nice for someone. Please take care of yourselves and others, and good night to all of you. Thanks so much again for viewing, and take care. See you guys soon.